Yo, are you ready for the Astro-Weather weekly report? You know what it is. It's Libra season. Happy birthday, Libras. The 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, dat piff, don't riff. Cusp of beauty. Let's talk about it. Pew. Grand Rising, good people. It's Eric Taylor, BigEAstro Astrology, and I'm sitting in my new chair. My new chair. My new chair. My new chair. That's what the eclipse brought for me. A new chair, a new energy, and the fall equinox. Oh my God, my amazing wife ordered it for me, put the chair together, and I don't know, I'm kind of dancing. My back's feeling different already. So, right now, right? Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Definitely an emotional day for me yesterday. Just was connecting and talking to my mom a lot. 4 years ago yesterday, she passed away, and she's always with me. You know what I mean? My Steelers won. The Jets and Giants are terrible. Amazing games yesterday. And my son, Mateus, oh my God, he had like 4 tackles, 3 receptions playing tight end. He had a one-handed interception and ran it down to like the 15-yard line, and his team got their first victory, 7-0. They're 1-2 on the season. And oh my God, just so proud of him. And thank you to everybody I met in Missy's Mysteries, and had a good time this weekend at Missy's Mysteries, a metaphysical shop. I'll probably be back there in November. But let's get into it. You know, there's a lot going on. U.S. and Iran are exchanging, pom-poms and bom-boms, and we just got to pray for peace. We got to pray for love and humanity. There's military stuff being sent over to Estonia. Got my morning tea. And we're going to see this in the chart, because this is also coming off of yesterday with the sun and moon opposing Saturn and Pisces. And I told you about the government imposing its will on different things. And, these things are playing out, as well as stuff still in the health access. And I know there's been a lot lately about RFK Jr., the CDC, and different things being passed and rules and laws with that. The thing is, for ourselves, this is a good day to journal, to manifest our new intentions. We didn't do it yesterday on the eclipse. I hope you didn't. But today, we're still in this portal. You've got to have a lot of positive thoughts. I was getting on my boys yesterday as they would bicker and argue. I'm like, nope, stop it immediately. Just stop it. We got to be nicer. But it's important, okay? And, when you're in the equinox, it's the Libra cardinal air sign, right? So Libras are great listeners. It's time to see the weather change, the leaves change. We're thinking about our aesthetics and how to negotiate, barter, and trade and relate to others. Okay, my Libra birth chart sale begins today. Libras, sun, moon, and rising sign. I got you covered. Eric at BigEAstrology.com. Either 305, which is the mini movie of your life, custom video summary. You can even email me a picture and I can put it in with some music. You get your chart, current and future transits, going to even 2044 with Pluto and Aquarius. I break it down all for you, plus videos of your planetary placements. And after you absorb it and receive it, a 30-minute Q&A live via Zoom to answer and you ask any questions you want about the chart reading. It's extremely powerful. Natal chart, solar return. So if you've already done a natal birth chart with me or anyone else, that's fine. But you can book a solar return, okay? Or you can book a second-day progression, which may have you vibrating as a Scorpio, Sag, or OG Capricorn. You don't know. So Libras, hit me up. I wish you all the best. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. And join the tribe. It's about to go up some later today, hopefully, from 18 to 23. So you could still book it in these hours for $18, okay? But it's going up to $23 for the premium per month. And our community is so amazing. We've got about 19 groups. We may consolidate a little, get it back down to 17. But we've got groups helping you with human design, tarot, astrology, numerology, human design is coming soon, homesteading, herbs, crystals, business, creativity. You can promote your business. you can share your creative endeavors. It's really a powerful group. And our next tribe meeting, our 8th tribe meeting, which I just love those, is this Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And the $5, which is going up to $10 per month, you get the basic. You just get discounts from my podcast guests, from amazing healers and herbalists like Life the Plant Way, who just moved to Puerto Rico, right? Joseph Octaviani, Smoke the Creator. We have others who, you can get discounts from their services. Plus, with the premium, not only do you get both coffee talks for free per month, my astrology monthly meetings, which I'll announce in a second is coming up. You also get 20% off of Sabale Pure, my wife's amazing organic and vegan body and skincare line, which is just outstanding. Organic tooth powder, trace mineral deodorant, seasonal lip balms. You can get your autumn lip balm. So you're like on brand with the season. And hair, face, and body oil to keep the skin looking luscious and the hair feeling good, and or vice versa. The hair looking luscious and the skin feeling good. But all of it, right? So really, let's go to www.community.BigEAstrology.com. All right. I got a new video. Go to my new channel, Stars and Cards Lounge. And so go subscribe. Check out our new video we put up for this week, Libra season. Got tarot cards for the energy for this week and a tarot card of the week to learn about the star card, which is Aquarius. Go check that out and please subscribe to our channel. Elena from Searchlight Tarot and Eric from Big E Astrology is where astrology meets tarot. It's a lot of fun, a lot of positive vibes and a good time. And then Coffee Talk. My mini Coffee Talk is this Saturday. And I'm not done with the announcements. I just want to get this out for this week because it's a big shift, right? Coffee Talk. It is 65 minutes, Saturday, September 27th, 2 p.m. Eastern. It's only $13. I'm teaching a lesson that's really important. If you cannot make it live, you should still pay for it because for $13, you're going to learn about the transit of Uranus and Taurus. From November 7th to April 25th, we're going to look at that chart and break it down. And you're like, well, why is that important? Because this is about your soul being aligned to its true purpose, seeking freedom and liberation, breaking the social norms, fracturing the structures, but it's going to bring a little disturbance to our values, our self-worth, our food, our resources, our food, our speech, our land. Uranus and Taurus is like hashtag New Earth. So you don't want to miss out on this one. It's going to be really powerful. Saturday, September 27th. Book it at eric@BigEAstrology.com. Only $13. You can do Cash App, $BigEAstro, or PayPal as a friend to Tailored, ED at the end, Taylor, my last name, TAYLORED, the number 2, the letter U, tailored2coaching@gmail.com. And last but not least, as I sip my tea some more, this is avocado pit tea. Wifey makes it. It's so good. Already had my water, my hot lemon water. I'm telling you, that's how you got to start your day. You'll be spry and feeling right. Chiron workshop. It's this Saturday. You got space between 2, but now after you come to Coffee Talk, you rest, have some lunch or early dinner, and then you come 6 p.m. Eastern. Chiron workshop, Chiron the Wounded Healer, from the wounding to the medicine. It's Anjani Segrest and Big E Astrology, and she's got an amazing Chiron presentation. And then we're going to do live readings. You've got to bring your Chiron sign, house, and degree. Real simple. We're going to help you with the wounding and then take you to the healing. And so it's going to be extremely powerful. And this is Saturday, September 27th, 6 p.m. Eastern. Go to BigEAstrology.com, www.BigEAstrology.com, and it's only $32. 2 hours. It's going to be outstanding. People are signing up. Sign up today. Are you ready to get to the chart? This is a Libra Scorpio un poquito Sag Moon week, but the Libra Moon, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern, and this will probably come out a little bit later, more like 1 p.m. It will be at, I think we're starting off at 9 degrees. So that means it should get to about 15 degrees on the East Coast, 16 degrees on the West Coast. So it's coming off of that Grand Air Trine yesterday evening, right? And it's now really in that space where it's going to be opposing Ceres, the goddess of harvest in Aries, and then, making some other aspects as well. But that's the sort of the big spiel. All right. I love you. Let's get to the chart. Astro-Weather week. Pew. All right, make it happen Monday, September 22nd. And happy birthday to all. There's a lot of Virgos who are still born at 29 degrees today. So happy birthday to them. And then you have some 0 degrees Libras. It just depends on the year you were born. There's always a shift. Okay, so we're looking at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. I gotta adjust my new chair and move in a little closer. But what do we got here for you? We got the Libra Moon, Lucy. Yeah, I met some cool people at Missy's Mysteries. The Libra Moon, 9 degrees. Okay, so it's coming off the conjunction of Mercury. You're still kind of feeling it because it's, just pulling away. But like I said, we'll get to 15, 16 degrees. So it's not really trining anything in Gemini or Aquarius because it did that late yesterday when it came in with Uranus in Gemini and Pluto in Aquarius. But the Libra Moon is emotionally seeking balance. So you could feel like, hey, I want more fairness and justice if you feel like relationships or friendships or anything is a little out of whack and out of balance, but also for negotiations and business. So the Libra Moon, remember it's always seeking that. And we already are really into this Libra sun, but it's just like an hour or two away, okay? But it is Libra season today, okay? And we still got the Lilith in Scorpio, okay? So we got to tap in and check in with that. And that's that portal, that energy where I was saying we're journaling and manifesting in the bathtub. You can, with the Lilith, you still have that like grand water trine energy, okay? You see that? And that is trining Jupiter in Cancer, okay? And you see our friend Jupiter, the great benefic, where it's exalted. Okay, sorry, my mouse is acting crazy. Jupiter in Cancer, and then we're going to deal with the Pisces North Node, okay? So that's very powerful, and you see the Ceres, so the Libra Moon will oppose that, and then it will head over to Eris and Chiron. That's going to be more tomorrow, but the Pisces North Node. And this node's going to shift to 17 degrees soon. Listen, October is getting really busy, but tomorrow I've got Kiara Keong. She's going to be amazing. She is an interdimensional medium and a metaphysical coach. She uses different modalities. She's going to do a sound bath. We'll get into some readings. She's got a book, Cosmic Connections, and just a sweet soul. She's a Gemini and a Sag Moon, okay, and Libra Rising. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Tomorrow, episode 381, Tuesday, at 8 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, okay? And then I'll probably come on Thursday. And Wifey's going to be on Queen Bee Numeralytics, I think this Friday. They may push it back. I'm not sure. I'll give you an update, but it may be Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern. We got to see. We got our tribe meeting at 8 o'clock. And just a lot going on. So just know that Monday is the day of the moon. So Libra, be kind to yourself. The greatest relationship right now is with our spiritual practice and our self-love. And I know sometimes it can sound overwhelming, but I don't want you to guilt yourself. But Saturn's in Pisces to February 13th. It's like healthy boundaries, spiritual discipline and practice, your meditations, your mantras, your breath work, your hiking, your yoga, your walking, your stretching, your grounding, your earthing, your ba. Just get it done. Even if you only do 3 minutes a day. No excuses. We all have 3 minutes a day. But then we work out and we build up our spiritual muscles. So then maybe you can get to 15 and 30 minutes to an hour. Hey, I'm not perfect. There's some days I can do 18 minutes. There's some days I do five. There's some days I do 35. You know, I got to get up to that hour. I'm trying. I just work so much, but that's not an excuse, Eric, right? But enjoy your Monday, and we'll get to Tuesday, the 23rd. But just know with all this energy, yeah, there's something around about like false justice, okay? Because we're also, kind of experiencing some quincunxes and different things. So, um, but we got to pray for peace because things are heating up with Russia, the NATO, Israel, Iran, America. It's like Qatar, and poor Gaza Palestinians. Just love and prayers and peace. All right. Astro Weather Week. Let's get to Martes, Tuesday, September 23rd. BigEAstro Astrology. Pew. Yo, Tuesday, the day of Mars. How you doing? 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. Make sure tonight you watch me with Kiara. Knowledge is Love Astrology Podcast, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. And look at this, Lucy. Right? This Libra Moon, 21. So that means it should finish up at around 27 on the East Coast, 28 on the West Coast. So tomorrow morning at 12 noon, 9 a.m. Pacific, or early afternoon, we should be at around 4, maybe 5 degrees Scorpio. Okay? So remember, even for the Libra sign, Libra sun signs, you could do intermittent fasting. Right? No drugs, no sex, no alcohol, cursing, just purging, eating less. Right? And then same thing for the Scorpios, Wednesday and Thursday. So Libra, Monday and Tuesday, it's a good opportunity to do that. Yeah, let's see. The Libra moon is squaring Jupiter in Cancer. Okay, so this is where there could be some emotional imbalances around family beliefs and philosophies, right? About family holidays. Where are we doing Christmas, Thanksgiving? With your in-laws or your in-laws, or my parents, your parents. So just don't, this is just quickly fading, but don't get into big arguments about that. It's not good. And I got to tell you guys what the moon's going to be on Thanksgiving and Christmas, because last year it was both on Scorpio. And I know I helped some people out with that in terms of warning them intense emotions. Let me finish up my tea here. But we still got Lilith in Scorpio and the sun in Libra. Mm. So we're still dealing with the Saturn in Pisces, and the North Node. This Saturn's at 28 degrees, so it's in that conjunction to the North Node. There's a lot of karmic shifts and destinies that can really happen and be aligned with your spiritual discipline, with more compassion, empathy, grace, and mercy to yourself first, then to your spouse, your children, your siblings, your parents. Saturn in Pisces, it's still retrograde, but I want you guys to remember, like, literally, take care of your feet, okay? It's super duper important, and we've got to, like, watch out and take care of our feet, okay? That meaning, like, when you take a shower or bath, sit there, reflexology, get some lotion, and take a minute or two to rub each foot. Your feet will thank you. You walk on them every day, right? So how could you not treat them nicely? What's wrong with you, Lucy? You don't appreciate what you have? You better. Gratitude is the right attitude. The Lilith is still in this trine energy. So there's really a story about this grand water trine. It's like this portal for us to manifest our destiny and dreams. Jupiter is our abundance, fortune, and luck. Wisdom, beliefs, philosophies. Ladies, you can manifest a husband right now. Lilith in Scorpio, tapping in to our root chakra, right? Into a Kundalini awakening. So all these things. And in the Pisces North Node, through our spiritual practice, our imagination, spirituality, creativity, we can like dream bigger than ever. And Jupiter in Cancer, our emotional intelligence, it's time for us to increase. But I just want to, fellas, just close your ears for a second. I want to talk to the ladies because, listen, this is the opportunity to June 30th, but days like this, Monday and Tuesday, the 22nd and 23rd, and really since Saturday, you have an opportunity to really soften and leave this patriarchal conditioning and programming and brainwashing on you alone, women. When you are softer and come into your divine feminine, it increases your gifts spiritually, but your power. And it's not saying that you can't be CEOs and business owners and work executives and managers and everything. It's just that when you are acting in the character and the nature of kind of man, it really does affect and throw off your innate intuitive power of being the nurturer, the carer, the spiritual seer, the portal, the wisdom keeper. That is the role that you hold. You turn a house into a home. You make you make families. And this is even for the women that don't have children. You still nurture and care for friends, family, nieces, nephews, grand nieces and nephews, all different types of people. But you also nurture and care for Gaia Mother Earth, right? We don't want to minimize the power of the matrix as your womb, right? Of the internal being and spiritual gifts of a woman. So that's my spiel. Now, Mars is in Scorpio, okay? So, sorry, I forgot to mention that. Well, actually, yeah, it came in yesterday. So, Mars in Scorpio, this is at home. So, it's a fixed water sign. So, our willpower, our drive, our, brothers, boyfriends, ladies, it's also property, land. People are going to be like, hey, I want to either leave the water or move to the water. But remember, when Mars in Scorpio, everybody's like kind of investigating, right? Like that thing that happened. You see so many people on social media showing that like it's not what we think it is, and they arrested the wrong person, probably intentionally, things like that. Mars in Scorpio, everybody is like a private eye right now, an investigator. And they have that new reboot of Dexter, which I gotta watch. Sorry, my wife and I, we fell in love over Dexter, so it's really great for me. But just know with this Libra moon, as it's winding down, it's got this lunar mansion behind it of Jupiter today. It's coming off of the North Node and will go to the Jupiter lunar mansion. I think it's starting at 25, 26 degrees. And we've really got to think of how we can really be more human. This anger and vitriol, when people are trying to act like they're very loving and self-righteous, you don't sound like, you love God and love humanity. And so we got to think about that. If you're listening to tough talk and rhetoric from people that are just like pointing the finger at others and not ever at themselves, you got to question, like, is this really pure? Like, what should I be receiving from this person? Probably nothing. Okay, no matter where they are, or what position, or what you think of them. Always check the integrity of your heart and soul. You know what I mean? Because the minute somebody's got two fingers pointing out and they don't ever say anything about what they do, that's like false prophets. That's like you don't want to get into that. If someone is not willing to say how they can improve relationships with others and better, Monday and Tuesday especially, then you need to just be like, you're fugazi and I gotta go. Okay? If you know, you know. But seriously, a lot of people getting pulled in. There's a lot of energy harvesting going on. Yesterday, the last month, this has just been on steroids go. So let's see what manifests in February and March from this eclipse season. It may just surprise you, but focus on your health. Release the negative self-talk. Retire from negative self-talk. Cleanse your gut. Purify. Do a parasite cleanse. We did one over the summer. We're probably going to do another one coming up soon. And also, happy Rosh Hashanah, all right, to my friends. And, and we'll get ready for Yom Kippur. But we've got to have peace and love, and really, let's really atone for all the things that are happening right now, because there's a lot of stuff that everybody needs to atone for and ask for true forgiveness. We need a reset, and the reset needs to be one of love and peace, compassion and empathy. BigEAstro Astrology. Pew. Wake up Wednesday, the day of Mercury. Lyrically, I bring the poetry. When I get deep, it's astrology. Don't you understand? You can't mess with me. I am really an MC from the place they call NYC. And I get down on the MIC. No one does it really like the E. So, yeah, the Scorpio Moon, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. Wednesday is lungs, walking, communication, more emails. It's Mercury. So that Scorpio Moon, I said 4 or 5 degrees. 3? Okay. All right, that's cool. And it's kind of not going too fast. So the Scorpio Moon is conjunct Mars. Emotions could be really hot Wednesday morning. Oof. And the Lilith is now really getting closer to trining Saturn. Same with Juno. That's interesting. So we're rocking and rolling with Libra season. And, the sun, it's in a loose conjunction to Mercury, within 10 degrees. Mercury's ahead, right, after that Kazemi we had. And you see the south node still at 18 degrees. But we're doing the Venus Virgo dance, and that's moving along, And at this time, we're going to be more precise, right? You think about like Fashion Week and our wardrobe, our food, our speech, getting the right gift for people, right? Don't be too nitpicky in relationships. Be nitpicky about your arts, culture, and entertainment, though, because you really want to absorb high vibrational stuff. You got to think, you guys, like, when you listen and watch these bad TV shows and these movies and music, it's affecting your subconscious, whether you're aware of it or not. I don't care how smart or intelligent or cultured you think you are. There's programming and there's energy that's siphoning you and being ingested into you through the television, the music, the media, the programming. Remember Neptune and Aries, it's going back. So we've been having that sort of opposition, Neptune-Sun. So you're going to feel that this week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So this is where we're kind of like feeling like we're being deceived about war and what's happening with wars and the reasons behind it. Because they're not just, it's mainly money, but it's also portals and vertexes. And it's not really just religion. It is about finances and dominance. And so the sun opposing Neptune, we could kind of feel a little lethargic this week, but we could also at the same time use the film and photography to reveal more truth. Unfortunately, TikTok's sale is going to bring more more censorship, so TikTok won't be what it was. But hey, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? We've got monopolies going on everywhere, and these are wild times. But there's nothing to fear. Faith over fear. I was gonna say scary times, but I ain't scared of nothing. But there's nothing to fear. So what we've got to do is just increase our spiritual gifts and our abilities. Uranus is still trining Pluto, and that's activating the mental telepathy. And with the sun there, we have a grand air trine. So remember I told you last week we would have the Mercury hit it, then the moon hit it, now the sun's hitting it. So sun, Pluto, right, down here in Aquarius, the Pluto, sorry, let me get my mouse going, right? Sun trine Pluto, and then Uranus. So there's a lot of opportunities to, through your words and positive self-talk, to affirm a new reality, to tap into mental telepathy, the claircognizant, clairaudient, all the clairs. I don't know all of them, and I've only met maybe 3 or 4 clairs in my life, so you could definitely get more clairs. And they're all great clairs. I know Aries Claire, a Leo Claire, and I don't know what the other Claire was. So, but I've had 2 Claire clients. Hello, Claires, if you guys out there watching. But so, seriously, that is very powerful because this is actually good for information and for kind of seeing how you relate and seeing how for business and things you can use technology, science, innovation, stem cells, different things, right? Herbs, we have to be open to innovation. You see what I'm saying? So check on your chart with Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. Look at those houses. How can you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and you'll feel it, even up to Thursday. I'm adjusting my butt on my new chair. But you know what I mean? So, but really intense on Wednesday. All right? So that's the Astro-Weather week. Wednesday. We'll get to Thursday. But the Scorpio Moon, mind you, is that 3 or 5? I thought it was 3, but then I'm like, wait a minute, it could be 5. So, I know it's 3. So we'll finish up at around 9 degrees East Coast, 10 degrees on the West Coast. Okay? So, that should be nice. And tomorrow morning it should be at 15, 16 degrees for Thursday. All right? We won't get to the Sag Moon until Friday. But this Scorpio Moon will, finish up the Astro-Weather week, and I'll be back on Friday. All right? Enjoy your Wednesday walking, jump rope, breath work, yoga, stretching. You know the deal. I love you. BigEAstrology. Pew. All right, try it Thursday. Happy birthday, Libras. Try on Thursday signing up for Coffee Talk and Chiron the Wounded Healer. 32 and 13, if you came to both, okay, that would be the best $45 you spent on your life. To really help you, because this transit for Coffee Talk, November 7th to April 25th, adios mijo, Lucy, that's a long time. You want to know about Uranus and Taurus, okay? Especially if you're a fixed sign. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, but you have Taurus in your chart, okay? So this Scorpio Moon, we're doing 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern, and the Scorpio Moon, 19, oh no, 16. Okay, so it should finish up at around 22, 23 degrees. So then Friday morning, basically the Sagittarius moon will come around 1 p.m., little after maybe 1 p.m. Eastern. So we'll have a pretty much a Sagittarius moon weekend. We may get to the Cap moon, but we may not on Sunday night late. So we'll have it half of Friday, Saturday and Sunday. It's just going to be a Sag moon. It's very rare that you have the weekend report just one moon, but it may actually be that because of when it comes in, okay? But that's okay. And, we're still kind of tapping in. Things are kind of the same because Pluto and Uranus aren't moving. Chiron's still retrograde. Now, that Libra Mercury, that's opposing Ceres. So how you're nurtured and cared for, you can kind of feel like it hasn't or was not fair, right? That people were, too assertive or aggressive with you. But how you nurture and care for others. When it's in Aries, it can be very competitive or assertive, initiating, okay? The sun, you're still going to feel that grand air trine. So a lot of manifesting, a lot of positive intentions, a lot of journaling. Monday through Thursday is Write It Up week, right? I'm about to warm it up, Kane. So I'm going to start doing some more writing. I can't read my print anymore. It's so sloppy. So I'm going to get back to cursive or just writing slower because I've had 13 surgeries. I've had the whole stigmata. If you know, you know. Jupiter, but you see that Uranus and Taurus is moving along. I mean, Gemini. But Jupiter and Cancer, remember I told you it's going to go to 25 degrees and then on November 25th, it'll retrograde back. So it's going to start to slow down, but it's at that 21 degrees. And with Scorpio, Lilith, and the moon and Lilith are going to activate this grand water trine. So that's really interesting. Let's see what's going on here with this Lilith, because Lilith, it is really hard to see that 23. Yeah. So, and then this is 28. So Juno's about to go to Sag. So peep this, which is interesting because Sag is the bachelorette sign. So when Juno goes there, that'll be good. Sagittarius will start to get booed up and stop running around single, being Don Juans and Don Juanitas. You know how you are, Sagittarius. Virgo, listen, don't say nothing. You're right behind them. Those are the two most signs that are comfortable with being single, and they could just go their whole lives, just kind of dating, these random relationships. Sag and Virgo, but Sag is number one. So, like I said, the Scorpio moon will finish around 22, 23 degrees, but Lilith, we're still dealing with this grand water trine. So there's no accidents with the Pisces North Node and Jupiter. This is the week to really integrate into this autumn and fall equinox and to increase the self-love and relationships with self, to find more balance within partnerships and relationships, to negotiate new deals for your businesses, to maybe change your prices. Hence, the community, Knowledge is Love Tribe, it's going up today to $23 and $10. Everybody that's in there, they grandfathered in 18 and 5, but this is a really thriving, powerful community. And I'm just so proud of it. But this Friday we're going to have fun. Ooh, we got some good juicy topics to talk about. So enjoy, and maybe Thursday. Yeah, I'll probably have to come on live sometime Thursday. I do have clients during the day, but maybe 7 p.m. Eastern. I think I may jump on and talk about Libra season. It's time. But you know what I got to do? I got to do Virgo in all 12 houses to close the chapter of Virgo season. So that's what I'm going to do. And then we'll get into Libra season. All right. I'll address the Libra energy in the beginning, but we got to do Virgo in all 12 houses. So that's how I've been moving lately. So that should be fun. But happy birthday, Libras. And, today, that cusp ends on the 25th. I mean, the cusp goes from the 19th to the 23rd, but just with the degrees this year, it's kind of like 20th to the 24th. It's a 5-day orb, but when you get to 3 degrees, you're fully in the sign, right? 3 is the magic number, but it's like man, woman, child. So it's like, 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So, that's it. And have a good Thursday. Please sign up. Go to BigEAstrology.com and go to Eric at BigEAstrology.com. Come to Coffee Talk. It's only $13. And sign up for the Chiron workshop. If you don't know anything about your childhood wounding and you're not sure about your Chiron, I'm telling you, Anjani and I have got something so lovely and yummy prepared for you guys, but to really work with you, to help you integrate the healing, because Chiron's also showing where you can be this dynamic healer. Chiron was healing everybody through astrology, the metaphysics, health, herbs, body work. Like Chiron was dynamic. And that's who you are, because we are all healers. And our body wants to heal its own self on a cellular level. If you know, cellular memory in our DNA. So that's what's going on, Lucy. That grand water trine and the grand air trine, it's helping you to refine your mind, be sharper than a dime. Think about that. You've got a grand water and a grand air trine going on at the same time with some of these other energies. But it's really to help you manifest higher consciousness. That's this week. Manifest higher consciousness. Okay? And maybe self-love. But yeah, enjoy. And Libras, hit me up. Birth chart sale, 206-305. Eric at BigEAstro Astrology. I love you. Happy birthday, Libras. And yeah, we gonna be all right. But just pray for peace. Pray for the leaders. Don't get into arguments and fights and vitriol. Left, right, black, white, yellow, red, blue. Like, stop. This is what they want. We've got to come together more than ever as a society, as a people, and especially spiritually inclined people. You can't get into those lower vibrations and frequencies. What are you doing? You shouldn't even be a part of these energy harvesting events. All right? Don't let Uncle Eric have to get on you about that. Seriously. Manipulation's at an all-time high right now because we're switching ages and they're losing their power. Do you get that? I hope you're getting that. Okay? This is a game show. I love you. Astro-Weather Week, the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, Libra season, Libra Scorpio Moon, BigEAstro Astrology. Pew. That's it. The Astro-Weather Week. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for coming to my channel. I hope, and I read your messages, and you're so inspiring, the kindness of your words. Please like and share and comment. Means a lot, helps me grow in the algorithms. I'm still in such gratitude being at 10K. Go follow me on TikTok and IG. A little different stuff there. IG, I just hit over 2K, and TikTok, I mean, it's growing so fast. I'm at like 1,700, but I'm headed to 2K quickly at the rate that it's growing. And it's kind of awesome. I mean, with all my social media channels, I've got like a little nice little following of, I would say, about 15,000, with Facebook and X, 15, 16K. So I hope I will never try to ever mislead. My intention is to always give you the truth from my heart. And if I don't know something, I'll tell you I don't know it. I'm very humble, and I'm man enough to admit I'm not perfect. And that's not our job. That's for God's source creator. We are trying to remember, and that's what astrology is about. This ancient wisdom is to help you remember who you are and your soul's purpose and mission. I'm telling you, getting a birth chart reading with me is like something you've never experienced, because I help you to reprogram your subconscious mind, go through the positive affirmations, create a dream book, and so much more. Please explore the website, my moon tracking service, unconscious soul chart, career, business, love, hate, synastry, compatibility, love chart. Hate is the hater chart, but also my Astro Life Transformational Program. It's a 5-month program, and I do payment plans, and then also my one-on-one astrology classes. I may be doing my group class in the winter or the fall, late fall. We'll see. Probably it's looking like winter, because I'm almost done writing my book. And then I'm starting my NDE book. So I'm really busy. The podcast is going to be busy in October. I've got psychic medium Karen Michelle coming on next Tuesday, the 30th. And then I've got the legendary astronumerologist Lloyd Strayhorn coming on next Thursday, October 2nd. So Libra season in October is coming in with a bang. Okay, and I'm really excited about that, starting off with Kiara, Karen Michelle, and Lloyd Strayhorn. And I've got Larry Stern, I've got Leah, I've got a lot of authors. I'm trying to get Amy Nickerson. So we're going to be focusing on a lot of writers in Libra season. And they're really good writers too. Kind of makes sense. But yeah, I really want to, help people to connect with writers and authors because, they're trying to ban so many books, but we need to stay connected with reading. There's power in the word. The word is life. Whether you're writing it or speaking it, do it on a high vibration. All right, and I'm about to be an author. I'm already a writer because I've produced and had published or performed my play and my movie that are both out. The play is not anymore, but the movie, Hate the Game, was when I wrote it was Final City, but it's on like Fandango and I think Amazon now. But you know what I mean? Like that's the thing. Like I've been a writer my whole life, and so now to be able to do my first book. And then my second book, like it's extremely humbling, and but a lot of help from wifey. She's a co-writer. She made it happen. She's a better writer than I am, but I'm maybe a little bit more creative. I think, or my writing is better with plays and acting. But she's my wife. She's my better half, and my best friend and my soulmate. I love you guys. Astro-Weather week. And thank you for all the love and Virgo season and the happy birthday wishes and just everything. It never goes unnoticed. And I know I haven't been able to reply back to everybody. I've been so busy. But just know that I see you and I hear you and I read your comments and I appreciate it so much. Astro with a week. Libra, Scorpio Moon, Libra season, rhyme for a reason. Sign up for Coffee Talk. Libra birth chart sale, Chiron workshop, the 27th Saturday, $13, $32, 2 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Eastern. What else are you doing? Come hang out with me and Anjani, and come hang out with me on Coffee Talk, the best $45 you ever spend in your life. All right? I miss you, Ma. I love you. Bye. And I always miss you, Dad. I love you too. And my Aunt Helena that passed away just recently. And I got a confirmation this weekend. My Aunt Barbara, she's with me too, because I was working with a cancer lady and her name was Barbara and that was my aunt. So, I tell you, the ancestors, they have your back. Don't ever doubt that and talk to them, honor them. And get out there and ground in earth and nature. Talk to the trees, the sentient beings. You won't regret it. Have a great week, BigEAstrology. Higher consciousness. Later.